so y'all better catch.
I got big dreams, you walk talk, when I walk, that's that big drip. When I slide down your block, now they pissed off. Like I really give a I got big sauce, so y'all better catch up.
Welcome back. Man, we are back for another one. You already know. And today we got a crazy one for y'all. We finna go ahead and look into it. Today I said we got EBK Jaaybo. But not just him though. His father, who goes by the name of Rory, if I'm not mistaken. So allegedly he sacrificed himself for his son. So yeah, we're gonna get into this crazy story, man. And that's like an honorable thing to do, man. When you giving your life for your kids just so they could thrive in life, that's a big thing, man. And that says a lot, because you got a lot of deadbeats out here too that they wouldn't even piss on fire if you was. They wouldn't even piss on your fire if you was in. You know what I'm saying? Piss on you if you was on fire type. So shout out to all the fathers out there, man. That's in they children's life, that hold it down, that protect them, provide. Because children do need their fathers. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into his reaction, man. Yes, sir. Let's get it.
In this episode, I'm going to detail the story of rapper EBK Jaaybo's dad, Rory. Rory was born James Gorman around 1985. He would grow up in Stockton, California. Stockton, California is one of the deadliest cities in California and had a known reputation for violence. Stockton is one of those small cities with a high crime rate per capita, and poverty and violence in Stockton is the norm. In 2012, Stockton, California became the largest city in U.S. history to file for bankruptcy, facing a $26 million deficit and over $2 billion in debt. So growing up in Stockton wouldn't be easy for Rory. His mom battled drug addiction most of his life, and his dad only came around periodically. Both of his parents were on a path of destruction, so he rarely saw them. This left him and his siblings in the care of his grandma. She provided structure in his life and also strict rules. But Rory's grandmother couldn't protect him for what was going on in Stockton, one of the most dangerous places in California. And he grew up in an area on the southeast of Stockton called Nightingale. Nightingale was an area full of gang activity and Crips and Bloods. This led to Rory jumping into the streets, but music and rapping were always on his mind. But the street life was his realistic situation, and at this point in the 2000s, no Stockton rapper ever made it big. Being in the streets and rapping would be hard for Rory to juggle. And being in the streets, Rory will face several losses, losing several close friends.
Oh, that's really
a well-known 19-year-old named Aaron Vickers, who was from Nightingale, and also one of Rory's closest friends, would lose his life. He lost his life just blocks away from his home, and 8 months before his son was born. On October 4th, 2002, Aaron was walking with a cousin and some friends including Rory, when several shots were fired at the group. Aaron was shot one time, and he would die at the scene.
Everybody be asking me, man, does the Bluetooth actually work?
Bro, you get a month for free.
In 2002, I lost one of my best friends, Aaron Vickers.
Damn, so this nigga dad was
and, it was really like one of them situations where it hurt because like I ain't never experienced like losing none of my partners or none of that, and we was just all standing out here chilling, talking, chopping it up like we usually do. And then a car just pulled up and they start shooting. And we all got down, but by the time Aaron got down, he was already shot, I was like, my best friend was together every day. We was together every day, so it's like, that's all we knew was each other, We had our little clique that we hung together and we were just tight like that. That's why it kind of hurt because we used to always just talk about like how we all we got, so we got to stick together, and he was always like, if something happened to you, it got to happen to me. If you fight, we all fight. So I just felt like that day when he got killed.
Real family right there, man.
Like I just let him down because I just felt like I should have died with him because that was our thing. Like we not going to let each other, and that's for a long time I just held that. That's what kind of bothered me because I felt like, damn, man, I let my partner down, man, because that was our thing. Like we had never let each other down, and we were just having this conversation like earlier that day. about the same situation because we was sitting in traffic and there was another funeral line that was going by from another guy that had just got killed. We were just talking about it like, damn, man, we don't never want to go through that experience having to lose one each other. So it was like, if that happened, then we all got to go, so that kind of just bothered me. The fact
I feel what he's saying though, because like, nigga, that's how I felt when my cousin passed away. He actually passed away in Texas. He had just moved out there. He was getting established, you feel me? Got his apartment finally, then he moved his son out there. You feel me? This is my day one cousin though. This is like my close cousin. Like, nigga, we didn't squabble niggas together. You know what I'm saying? We didn't broke bread with each other. We didn't, ate syrup sandwiches, the whole little nine. Like, you feel me? Stayed up. I used to go to his house all the time because, his mom, my auntie, she used to buy him all like the toys, all the new movies and the new games. We stayed up all night playing Madden and 2K and all this, like, yeah. And we was like, that's the mentality. Like, the same way he talking, I can understand what he mean. Now, I don't think he mean like he want to die too, whatever the case is. But, like, he just like, I feel what he's saying when he say, he feel like he let him down, because it's like, we that's how I am with my cousins. Now, I ain't trying to be unalive, though. You know what I'm saying? I got to live on to keep your legacy alive. We both gone then. Who going to keep the legacy alive? So I don't agree with that part, but I get what he's trying to say, though. It's kind of like how Bad Boys, we ride together, we die together, you feel me, type shit. Like, it's just basically saying, we got to stick together. We got to have each other's back. And that's so I get, yeah. That's what it's really like, too, man. Like, everybody ain't out here just trying to, we out here trying to survive. Everybody ain't just, like what Nip say? He say, I hustle not because it's cool. I hustle because I have to. You feel me? Like, especially when you come from poverty, and, you don't got a lot of options. You don't got a lot of good influences around you. You got you in a bad environment. Like, man, it go down.
The fact that we all was standing in this little bunch and they shot at this group and you the only one that get hit, and they shot hella times. This whole wall, side of this wall was all shot up. You feel me? I think it's still like some bullet holes still on the side of this wall right here. Because we were standing right over here, so I don't know, it just, it kind of bothered me for a long time, and it took me a long time to get over that.
Man, I feel you.
Capacitor course check is okay.
Aaron's death would deeply affect Rory, and that's something that would bother him the rest of his life, and he lost more friends over the years. Rory's lifestyle would lead to various stints in jail, from juvenile hall to county jail. After his release from county jail, he went to Atlanta to pursue his rap career, but this also led to him violating his probation, which will eventually lead to him being sent to prison. After his release from prison, Rory decided to take rap serious, and he put a lot of money into his career by making his own studio. He wanted to produce, write, and rap his own music. He even started his kids off writing their songs, and even had them singing and rapping songs at a young age.
Oh, that's crazy.
He started his son Jaaybo's career off by putting him in the studio. Rory didn't want his kids in the streets like he was. He didn't want them to be exposed to things that he seen. So he kept them in sports.
Shout out to his pops. That's crazy. And he looked like a spitting image of his pops, bro. That's crazy. So his dad is the reason why he rapping. See, this is why this nigga gotta stay out of jail, bro. You feel me? Like, that's crazy. I did not know that. Damn.
Also in the studio. He dropped several videos of his own throughout the years, trying to get exposure. Being a father and an artist were his biggest passions, and he would do whatever for his kids. And that leads us to January 5th, 2015. Stockton police said they responded to a call of shots fired. A short time later, they found a 30-year-old Rory clinging to his life inside a car at the intersection of Hammer Lane. Police said he later died at the hospital. Stockton police said what started as a robbery of Rory's sons later escalated into a homicide. Police said it appears the robbery occurred that morning, then Rory went looking for the suspects. They ended up finding them in Northeast Stockton, where a juvenile suspect shot and killed Rory in an altercation. Police later identified a 17-year-old boy as being responsible for the robbery, along with a 16-year-old for killing Rory, who was later arrested for the murder. Rory lost his life at the age of 30, leaving several kids behind, and many followed in his footsteps in music, and EBK Jaaybo will be the most known. Jaaybo jumped in the streets at the young age of 11 after his father's death. Jaaybo gave up sports and became a gang member, rapping Nightingale like his father, and 7 years later, carrying a torch for his father and his family in rap.
Hectic for
sure.
So
how did it affect you when your pops passed? Like how did it affect you from that point on? Like, did you go from cool kid, pops passed, I'm thugging, or was it different?
I mean, like, when pops passed, my mindset wasn't just like, oh, my pop's gone, fuck it, I'm in the field. Just transitioned into that, like, I can't even tell you how it happened, bro, because it's just like I'm thugged out now, it's regular now. But I honestly don't know. I can't tell you, bro. It's just one day, I just remember, like, right now, I just remember, like, innocent kid, and then next thugged out, man.
So you were 11 years old at the time?
Yeah.
Man, sorry about that, bro.
Yeah, up Southeast.
I mean, you're really vocal about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Did that affect? I mean, does that affect you today? Do sometimes you just kind of get emotional?
Hell yeah, nigga. Hell yeah, I know that affected him, bro. Cause like to the day my cousin died, cause my cousin, his pops I think when he was like 13, his dad got killed at a funeral. What is the irony in that? Like, your pops going to somebody's funeral and then he ended up dying, getting killed at the funeral. Like, that's so grimy to me. And my cousin, I remember especially because he was on bad terms with his dad. He wasn't talking to him for whatever reason, and it was something stupid. And he never got a chance to make amends. And I know his dad didn't care. Like, that's his son, so he was just like letting him do his thing, like, you know. And yeah, my cousin never got over that till the day he died. He never got over his pops dying. He would random like that. I would say from when his pops died, that's when he just kind of like, I feel like his soul left with him. Like, cause he was just kind of like spiraling down after that. Ever since then, he was never the same. That shit crazy though, bro. Like, man.
Thinking about it?
Now I don't get emotional no more, you feel me? It's a long time ago, bro. I'm 20 now. That's a long time, you feel me? But you feel me? It's a big transition. You look at pictures of me at 11, it was pops regular. Went through that mourning stage so young. I'm so older, so it's like.
Yeah, but this is stuff that a lot of people know in your city. I mean, I see your dad was popular.
My pops was popular. My pops was a boy. He's still relevant. And he ain't even made no music.
Right, and this whole tragedy came from, was it two teens? They were messing with you or some shit?
Nah, that don't have nothing to do with me. I was only 11, bro. You feel me? But I don't know nothing about that. You feel me? Because that's a case. So, you feel me? I don't talk about shit like that. I was 11. You feel me? Lost my pops, and that's that.
Right.
But you feel me? I don't know nothing about nothing else. Man. You feel me? R.P. Rock.
Jaaybo referenced his dad in a lot of songs, and he was a big factor in his life before his death. At this moment.
Damn, what are the odds that like your son end up making it though? Hold on, I'm gonna bring it back. What are the odds that your son end up blowing up, making it? You feel me? And now he one of the top niggas out of Stockton. Like, bro, he gotta be looking down, smiling on that, man, because that's crazy, bro. Like, shout out to the good fathers out there, man. You know, that try to keep they sons out the street. You know, shout out to my pops, man. Shout out to my pops, man. If you ever see this, you know, for keeping me out the streets, man. Cause yeah, man, that's why, you know, we need our fathers in our life, man, so we don't end up, you know, in these streets or in jail. You know what I'm saying? Unalived or in jail, man. It's real out here. But with that being said, make sure y'all comment, like, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, man. I'm gonna get at y'all on the next one. I'm gone.
Every day it's like I feel more pressure, give more effort. Bill steady rolling in the due day crept up. Feel like I'm next up, life gon' test ya. My range close, aim, know the boy a heavy stepper. Things change, rearrange, ain't no crime body. Heart is weaving through the smoke, got my vision cloudy. Heavy stress on my brain, ain't no way around it. Navy SEAL when I flow, no you can't drown me. No brakes, all gas, get my weight up. A nigga on